Hi everyone, this is.
Close couple.
I want to say welcome to our channel. I know if you're just watching us for the first time, I want to say thank you for watching. If you've been a regular subscriber, you've been on our channel before, we want to say you're welcome once again. All right. So today, what shall we be discussing?
Talking about how we met.
All right. So, so just sit back and relax. We're going to be talking about how we actually met. As couple. Today we're married, and marriage is, we've been married for more than 8 years now. And but the journey started somewhere. They said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So it started with a step. So how we met is what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, should I start or you start?
Go on.
All right. Okay, so how we actually met. Pardon? So I can date it back to year 2005. I moved to Lagos area. So that's where my wife to be then, that's where they reside. And then my wife happened to actually be the daughter of my pastor. So she happened to be the daughter of my pastor. So I'm privileged to be married to the daughter of my pastor. So I was there in the church. I didn't have any inclination, maybe any premonition that something like that will happen. We just doing normal, just being normal good boy. She was being normal good girl. And actually, the house fellowship we belong. Every church has a kind of cell house fellowship. So the house fellowship where the family I was with belonged happened to be the house fellowship of the pastor. So the house fellowship is done inside the church compound. So we usually go there after church service in the evening for house fellowship. So I knew little about her. She doesn't talk much. She's just there. So and nothing actually occurred to me that one day we're going to actually get married. So let's hear from you.
Okay. Well, when he joined the church, like he said, he would usually come on Sunday evening to the cell group fellowship. So it was just like another member added to the family he was staying with. They would just come in the evening and just interact. So he used to be just one person that was always quiet there. And then because he was always being quiet and just going gently, we used to call him pastor, pastor, pastor. We just call him pastor, pastor, pastor. And I never knew we would end up being married. Like, I mean, I was young, so it wasn't even occurring to me at the time. It wasn't something I was thinking about. In fact, it was very far from me at the time. So it was just him as um uncle, and we call him pastor, pastor, pastor. So that's just
All right.
so.
Actually, no. So she said, I was gentle. And she was gentle. Yama was quietness. She doesn't talk much. She just go inside, come outside. She doesn't do much. And then, so that was just it. So she didn't know anything was going to come up. I didn't also know anything was going to come up. So we're just like that, doing brother and sister, just normal brother and sister. All right. So fast forward to year 2014.
Yeah.
So we're saying from 2005,
Right.
then to 2014. Look at the years, the distance. So on the 2014, that we've all gone separate ways. Traveled to different parts. I've lived in different places. She has gained admission. She was on campus about to get through. You know, and then that was when we got connected back. And so we just got connected, normal as, oh, this person, and then we're talking just like normal friend, just. And it was at that time that I found out from our interaction that she actually has passion for missions. And me, I happen to be a missionary, trained missionary. And my concern then, let me be sincere with you, my concern then was, who was going to marry me as a missionary? Because actually, in the mission enterprise, usually the one I belong, you're not paid. Actually, you're not paid. Like you have to trust God for your resources, for everything. So which sister is going to believe me and follow me without any regular salary, without anything they can show as a man, I have this, I have that. So that was the concern. But interacting with her, and I found out that she actually has passion for missions. She was almost going to mission field. She has been to many mission fields. She's passionate about it. What kind of sister is this one? All this I've been meeting, people want to go to Dubai, they want to go to Hawaii, they want to go to
We will
Miami.
still go.
Yeah, no, that will show now. They will go around the world. No, I mean, no, initially people just want comfort. They don't want, this anything that will discomfort them, that will just make them not to feel
Of
okay.
course,
They
yeah.
want to show off things. So that's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
So when she began to tell me about her passion for missions, I said, oh, it's nice. So and that actually became a point for me. I said, wow, this is I've never actually met a sister that is as convinced, as passionate for mission and for God as this. So I actually went to God in prayer, and God, what are you saying? Who is this person to me? And I remember that fateful night. I stayed with God by His grace, all through the night. All through the night. I was lying on my bed. It was in Abuja then. And then God was speaking to me about her, speaking to me about the future, speaking to me about many things. I was asking questions. God was replying me. And that was it. And that was a point that I get to know that, oh, this person actually, she's my wife to be. So, but I didn't go just go like that. You're gonna be my wife. No, I didn't do that. I have to apply wisdom. So we're friends. I just told her let's be friends, and we're friends talking and talking. And later on, I made the proposal known to her. I dropped the bombshell, and that was it. All right. Let's hear from you.
Okay, when we reconnected, like I didn't know he was even going to propose to me or something. I was just doing my own thing. I just like the fact that it was missionary, and then the fact that I I also have passion for missions. Like I said, I've visited many mission fields, and I find fulfillment in reaching out to people. Especially the aspect of medical missions. I so love it, and I just know that this is my passion and this is my calling. So when we reconnected, just reconnected based on the mission thing, not because I he was attracted to me or we were attracted to each other. So I was just doing my thing. And I was my final year in school, so I was working on a lot of things, focusing on getting finishing well and all of that. So when he proposed to me, I was just like, like, even though I knew I was finishing school, but it wasn't in my line of thought that I should get engaged or something. I wasn't thinking in that direction at the time. So when he proposed, well, I didn't feel like no, this or that, because I've learned to, I've talked to God about everything going on in my life at the time. So, well, I just told him, okay, just give me time to, just pray about it and know the mind of God. So, well, I took my time to pray, to know what God is actually saying about it. So I got convinced, um, and I knew that okay, this is the person that God actually wants me to spend the rest of my life with. So I didn't reply him immediately. It didn't take me long. I think like the second or the third day, I got my conviction and I was sure that this is the person God wants me to marry. But then you don't just jump into that. That is important for you to know the person you are going into relationship with. So I just continued in the line of line of friendship, just keeping the communication open, asking about different things, getting to know him better, and all of that. So when I was sure, okay, I think I know this person well enough, then after my final exams, so I think after my final exams, that was when I gave him a reply. Yeah, that was about how many months after? It took like, I don't know.
Let me just come in there. Now I'm hearing for the first time, and I'm being sincere that God actually gave her the answer like 2 or 3 days after the proposal. You know, she was talking about months. To me, it looked like a year or more. Waiting, you propose, you're waiting for reply, you're waiting. What will be my outcome now? Would this thing actually fall in place? Trusting God. I remember the day she actually gave me the go ahead. She said yes to me. I was jumping as though I won visa lottery or something. I was making making noise everywhere. Hey, oh! I was so excited. I was so happy. But those days of waiting were just like kind of agonizing. So tell me now that she got to know by like 2 or 3 days after. I said, sister, Abba.
It's important to know the person you're going into a relationship with, so that you won't spend the first few weeks of courtship haggling on things that are not necessary. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, I don't know, you don't like this, I don't know, you don't like that. So I feel it is important for me to know this person very well, so that I won't start stepping on each other nerves few days after the courtship, and then that one will feel like, am I did I actually hear God well? But I took my time to actually know who he is, like his do's and don'ts. Okay, this what this person like, these are his values, these are the things he you understand. So I decided to know those things, so that we would have each free relationship.
Yeah.
So I think that was why I did what I did.
Yeah.
And I and then it's worked for me,
Yeah.
and it's still working for us.
Yes, it's working. I to continue to work.
It's going to work.
Actually, that's correct. That's correct. Because you have heard God, that does not actually make you to just go ahead and go and say, hey, yes, yes, yes. It's good to take your time, be sure, even personally, be convinced. I remember she gave scriptures that God gave to her, confirmation there and there from fathers in the Lord, and so everything was just working in line, and she actually took her time. And also, those days of waiting, I was also praying, and it was really nice. So far so good. That was how we met. So from there, that was 2014, and later we got married in 2017. So that was just it. So that's story for
Another day.
another day. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you've learned one or two things from our video. Please give us a thumbs up. You can drop your questions in the comment section. We hope to read from you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.